Hey guys. So I'm about to start the process of putting up walls inside of Shadow, and I am very happy. This step of the process, very similar to painting it, will make a marked difference in what Shadow looks like. The paint made Shadow look pretty finished on the outside. These walls are going to be a huge step forward to making Shadow start to look finished on the inside. That is really exciting. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm putting walls up, and thank you for following along with this part of the process. Let's get it. So the materials that I'm working with today are pretty simple. I'm working with this plywood, which is actually underlayment. And what underlayment is really used for is to level out floors before you put your flooring on top of. The reason I picked on top of it, the reason why I picked this is because it's thinner than 1/4 of an inch, a little bit thinner than 1/4 of an inch, super lightweight and really easy to work with. In terms of the tools I'm gonna need for today, I'm working with this guy, which is just a circular saw, and then a drill and self-drilling screws to get the wood mounted to the walls. I'm gonna start the process by taking my measurements. I'm gonna come and then I'm going to draw them out as precisely as I can on the wood, and then I'll bring the wood inside and fit it into place.
Next level. Next level.
about frustration. So I was in the middle of working on these walls when the frustration level I was experiencing just shot through the roof. This part of the process is so hard. It's hard, mainly because in a structure like this, a home built on top of a vehicle, it's not perfectly square. So that means, like, once I start trying to put things on the wall, and these things are like perfectly rectangular with perfectly straight edges, when you try to put them up, you end up with odd little gaps and cracks that you never ever want to be there, or never wanted to be there in the first place. And I got super frustrated, so frustrated that I turned the camera off, all the way off. And I sat and I thought about it, and I tried to figure out what was going wrong so I could fix it and really make progress in getting some of the walls up. Sometimes when the camera is on, the pressure is also on. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I do this thing I've never done before while also creating content for people to watch and have comments and or judgments or things to say about the thing that I made. That's a lot of pressure, especially when you're in the middle of feeling really frustrated. So I turned the camera off and I put my brain energy where it needed to be, which was focusing on getting the walls done. And I made some really good progress. In fact, that progress looks like this. So in the process of making that, getting that good progress done, I was able to settle down and get a good workflow going with getting these walls up inside of the truck. So I'm going to let you watch me finish the couple of sections that I'm going to complete for the walls, and I'll tell you why I'm not quite finishing all of the wall surfaces inside of Shadow. Alright, let's get to it. So the next wall section I'm going to get done will be this side wall and that side wall over there that you can't see just quite yet. I'm going to take measurements for it, cut the wood, bring it in, dry fit it, and then once I know that my dry fit is good, I'm going to go ahead and cut the location for my outlet box. Then I'll be able to come in, and if everything fits as it's supposed to, I can just screw it in. That's been my process for all of the walls. Jesus, there you go. That's been the process for all of my walls. I've been taking the measurements, cutting the wood according to specifications, coming in, dry fitting it, and if it fits, then I take it back out and I cut the rest of whatever holes need to happen, which could be an opening for a window, it could be the opening for the outlet box, maybe two of the panels are overlapping in some way, so I measure and then cut away the overlapping material so the two panels can fit together as closely as possible. There are definitely gaps. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and take the measurements for this, and then we'll get some wood cut and see how it goes. had to stop right here because the next couple of wall sections, there are a few things I need to complete before I can get them up. For example, well, actually, I already did it. I needed to run the wire that is going to feed power from my solar panels into the truck. I already did that step, so that's complete. And then I need to test my plumbing so that I can make sure I don't have any leaks before I put up the rest of the wall panels. Something I did that I didn't show you guys, after I got all of my wall panels up, I went through and I used resin to seal all the seams and also to cover all of the nails. This is what that looks like. Now, the reason that I did that was because my original plan was that I was going to have molding cover all of the seams, and then at the very bottom of the wall I was going to do like some faux wainscoting, whatever the correct way is to say that. I was going to put some of that at the bottom of the wall, but ideally what I would really like is really nice pristine walls without any molding on it at all. My original plan was to do just that and to use wood filler to fill the seams. Well, I'm sure, as a lot of you already know, wood filler is a bad idea to use to fill the seams because it is going to crack with movement. I bought some wood filler that was supposedly not supposed to shrink or crack. I tested it out and it definitely cracked. So I was like, okay, I'll use the molding instead. But then the other day I was like, wait, resin won't shrink and resin won't crack, and I have a buttload of resin. So I decided to give that a try, and that's where I am now. I covered all of the seams with resin. I covered all of the screw heads with resin. Now I'm going through and sanding it. That is a pain in the butt. But once it's all done, I can already tell that it's going to accomplish the wall texture and the wall look that I was aiming for. So I'm gonna get back into sanding. I'll let you watch me do a little bit of that. Like, it's really not that interesting, but I'll record a little bit of it. Let's go. Cut out for me, but I'm really determined and dedicated to getting this thing completed and built, this home completed and built in a really beautiful way that fits what my plan is. I'm going to continue working on this, but I'm going to stop the video footage because, well, no one needs to watch me sand a wall for hours. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, tell a friend. I'm still really floored that with the help of you out there, my community, I was able to get to 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers. So that's really, really dope. Tell a friend, let other people see what I'm doing here with Shadow. Drop a comment, say hi. Yeah, all of that good stuff. So thanks for watching. I appreciate I'm tired. My brain is tired. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not following me on Instagram, give me a follow. I'm Summer Seeking. I'll put a link in the bottom for Amazon link for the resin that I used, as well as the filler material, so that you can know what those things are. What else? Oh, someone told me that I should mention that the links are affiliate links. I don't know if you care about that or not, but yeah, purchasing the things through the links helps support what I'm trying to do here with Shadow. I mean, I'm not actually making any money from it, but it could potentially help. So I like to be transparent, so I'll put that out there as well. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna get back to work, but thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.